everyone. Okay, so an example we didn't do in class after the skill 4 was example number 5. So looking at it, we can see, okay, well, A is 1, right? So we can write that down over here. There's no change as far as transformations go for the vertical stretch, compression, or reflection. So A is 1, but I do see a value in front of the X, and that's something we have not come across yet. That is our B value. So in the generic form, B would look like this. And we saw that on our Cartesian catalog. So B also has effects since it is inside next to the X, and X is a horizontal axis. This is going to have some horizontal effects. For now, what I want you guys to focus on, and you might want to write this down as a reminder, is that you cannot identify what H is until you factor out the B value. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Factor out the B value first. So right away, I see that H is 2 and K is 3. So I know that our vertex is going to be at 2, 3. And I can see that it's going to open up because our A value is a positive 1. There's a negative being multiplied inside. Well, shoot. Is my slope 1? But there's that 2 inside. Let's do this. Pick a value greater than 2. Oh, 3. Yep, I heard 3. Okay, so if we substitute in 3 for X to find that corresponding Y value, that leaves us with 2 times 1 plus 3. That leaves us with 5. Okay, well, let's pick an X value. Sorry, that's on the other side of the vertex. Let's pick 1. So if I substitute that in, I get 2 times the quantity of 1 minus 2 plus 3. Okay, so absolute value of 2 times negative 1 plus 3. That leaves us with the absolute value of negative 2, which, yes, is a positive 2. Gosh. So and I know, in our notes, I said I want a minimum of 5 points. However, we're going to run out of room, so we'll make an exception for this one time. It looks as if for the absolute value function only, okay, write that down, the absolute value function only, that the B value and the A value both affect the rise over run. They both affect the slope. And don't forget, we also have our axis of symmetry that goes straight down the middle. Sweet. Okay, so that finishes 4. Take a look at skill 5. Skill 5 is writing the absolute value equations. And we're asked to do 2 separate things. We're asked to write it as an absolute value function. Ooh, and as a piecewise. Makes sense, because remember we talked about in class that each section, right, so to the left of the vertex and to the right of the vertex, has a different slope. It's the same numerical value, but one is positive and one is negative. They're 2 pieces. Very interesting. But we'll do A first. Okay, so let's go ahead and do A, an absolute value function. We are looking for an A value, an H value, and a K. Since A and B affect the slope, when you're writing an equation, I only expect you to find the A. Okay, it's going to have the same effect. So let's look and find our vertex. So the vertex is at, because we've got where the 2 axes meet the origin right there. So our vertex is at 2, 1. So that's our A and that's our K. And it looks like if we were to extend, it would go up 1 and over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to say that our A value is 1/4. All right, Y is equal to 1/4 times the absolute value of X minus 2 plus 1. That's the equation of our absolute value function. Now, our piecewise, yes, our piecewise function, we know we have 2 pieces because we can see that. We've got piece 1 and piece 2. The slope on the left-hand side, because it's decreasing, remember we always read our books, our graphs from left to right. So it's going down. All right. Let me erase some of this because there's a lot going on. That's where our origin is. It's a little bit hard to see. Okay, so from left to right, we have a negative slope. We go down 1 and over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to say negative 1/4 x. And we need to find its y-intercept. Gosh, y-intercept. How do I... Let's go ahead and substitute it into here. So y is equal to 1/4 times the absolute value of 0 minus 2 plus 1. Keep doing our math. And we get -2, but it's inside the absolute value, so we get 2/4 or 1/2. That leaves us with 1.5. Does that look like it matches? It goes up 1.5. Yep. All right, so negative 1/4 x plus 3/2 or 1.5. And this is for x being less than 2. Now, you could absolutely put less than or equal to. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that one of them is opened and one of them is closed. Okay, why? Because it's a function and we can't have two closed points on top of each other. Then it would not be a function anymore. All right, for this one, the right piece, we know that it is a positive 1/4 x for the positive 1/4 slope because it is going up 1 and over to the right 4 units. So then we have to figure out, well, shoot, what is its, pardon me, y-intercept? So if I go down over 4, and let's see, down 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. It's going to be very good, 1/2. So we say plus 1/2, where x is x greater than or equal to 2, and that would be our piecewise. Sweet. A little bit challenging on the y-intercepts, I understand that, but keep in mind that this has the same slope, we'll say 1/4, even though it's negative, as this piece. So if this is 1/2 above, this is 1/2 below that line, and that's how we can verify. Kind of cool. All right, ladies and gents, get to work.